Welcome to Froggy Tales. My name is Lori and I am the Water Conservation Coordinator in Athens. I really like my job because I get to talk with people just like you about how special water is and how important it is in our lives. Raise your hand if you've used water today. I've used water today. I used it to brush my teeth, take a shower, and to flush the toilet. I am joining my friend Little Lily, and we are going to be reading you a special book. This book has a little bit of water in it, so be on the lookout for where the water comes in. We're just about ready for our story, but first, I need you to do a little rhyme with me. I want you to put your arm like this and your finger like this. Now, I'm going to come back here and get a special friend to help me with this, but you stay just like that. And what you'll do is you'll move your finger with me. The tiny frogs are hopping, shh, shh, shh. The tiny frogs are hopping, shh, shh, shh. They do not make a sound as they hop across the ground. The tiny frogs are hopping, shh, shh, shh. Now put your hands in your lap. We're almost ready for our story, but since this story includes a witch, I'm going to change my hands into witch hands. I'm so excited about this story. After the story's done, don't scatter away. Stay right where you are because we're going to come back and I'm going to share with you a magic trick. But now, to our book. Today's book, It's Raining Bats and Frogs. Already, I see some frogs and some bats. It's raining bats and frogs. This book is written by Rebecca Colby and illustrated by Stephen Henry. The illustrator is the person who makes the pictures for a book. And the author has dedicated this book. She's written it for her parents, Myrna and Paul, who never once rained on her parade. And also for Lady Girl, because there's no nicer witch than you. I wonder who Lady Girl is. Every year, Delilah looked forward to flying in the witch parade. This year was no different, despite the black clouds hanging overhead. I think it's going to rain, said Delilah. It did rain, hard. The witches were wet and miserable. It's raining on our parade, wailed one. Positively pouring buckets, moaned another. That gave Delilah an idea. What is she going to do? Delilah whipped out her wand and began to chant. It's raining, it's pouring, but raindrops are boring. Change the rainfall on my head, make it cats and dogs instead. Poof! And just like that, it was raining cats and dogs. The witches were thrilled. Nice doggy, this lady sang. I never met a cat I didn't like. And they were thrilled at first. You call this a cat? Dagnabbit, give me back my broom. Cats can be obnoxious. And the parade came to an abrupt halt. This will never do, said Delilah, raising her wand a second time. The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but cats and dogs, they just don't work. They hiss and bark and go berserk. So change what's falling on my head. Make it hats and clogs instead. Poof! And with that, it began to rain hats and clogs. Clogs are a type of shoe that's very heavy and hard. This witch was very happy. Black hats are my favorite. And this lady says, a girl can never have too many shoes. The witches were overjoyed. At first, the parade erupted into a free-for-all. That's my hat. No, it's my hat. Well, those are my shoes. I saw them first. Delilah sighed. Oh, what a big to-do, she said, waving her wand again. The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but hats and clogs just have to go, inciting fights, creating woe. So change what's falling on my head, make it bats and frogs instead. Poof! And just like that, it was raining bats and frogs. This lady was very happy. She says, snack time, girls. Ah, get out of here, frogs. Somebody grab a cauldron. The witches were ecstatic. At first, she's put some frogs in a hat to cook them. Ooh. But when the witches became even more wet and miserable than before, this witch is complaining, I've been slimed. This one sang, I don't think that's slime. What should we do now? Wondered Delilah. Delilah had run out of ideas. Gnats and bogs? She mumbled to herself. Mats and logs? No. Rats and hogs? No. The more Delilah thought about it, the more she realized there was only one thing to do. With that, she raised her wand one last time and chanted, the raining and pouring wasn't really boring, and bats and frogs just make a mess. They drop and plop and cause distress, so change what's falling on my head, back to drops of rain instead. Poof. The witches were relieved. Thank goodness it's only water. A little rain never hurt anyone. The parade soon proceeded. It began again, and the longer it rained, the more exciting the parade became. The floats began to float. The marching band learned synchronized swimming. This rain is wonderful. Thank goodness we have rain. And Delilah and her friends tossed water balloons into the crowd, blue ones, pink ones, red ones. Everyone agreed it was the best parade ever. Until the year it snowed. Oh my goodness, what are they going to do now? The end. So, what did you think of our story today? Lily liked that book a lot. She especially liked it when it was raining frogs. I don't know about you, but I really like it when it rains. Every time I see rain, I know that's falling down into our rivers and eventually may end up in our cup for us to drink. I promised you a magic trick. So I'm going to set my book down. I'm going to pick up my magic bowl. Now, to do this trick, I'm going to need my human hands. I also need water. Water is so magical. I take off my lid. And when we think about all the ways we use water, it's really important that we use it wisely. We need to take care of it, because if we don't, our water could be gone in a snap. Thanks for watching.